What up, Dokkaners? If I were to ask you, right off the top of my head, what is the best Link buddy in the game for the 7-year LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? Could you answer it? Most of you probably can't, which is fine. But I want to use that fact of you not knowing as sort of a segue into this video, because I feel like a lot of people may not necessarily know about this resource, even though I have this in every single one of my descriptions. I even mention this in a lot of my gameplay showcase videos. Sometimes people just don't register that these links actually exist in my videos. And folks, they are absolutely must-have links. You guys should be checking out these two websites, Dokkan API and DokkanInfo.com, because both of these websites are absolutely useful resources, of course, including the Dokkan Wiki as well, right? For all things Dokkan, but more specifically, link leveling, or the link aspect of team building. So the reason why I want to talk about this in this video is because with the 7-year anniversary coming up, one of the big things people are going to be considering when actually pulling the new units is going to be, all right, I've pulled the new LR, what team can I run them on? What's the best team to run them on? Of course, you run them on a team that they can lead, but then in terms of filling out the roster, which units are the absolute best? Which ones are the ones that you must bring on the team? And that is why we're going to be talking about this, because I want to show you how to utilize these resources so that you no longer have to feel, encumbered, or you have to ask somebody else to tell you when you can just look it up yourself. This will make you a lot more self-sufficient as a Dokkaner, and it should make things a lot easier for you in general moving forward when it comes to future team building options. So we're going to start with the DokkanInfo.com side of things, because the one advantage that DokkanInfo.com has over the API is that this applies to both global and JP. There are two different versions that you can utilize, whereas the Dokkan API is exclusively global, but the resources are a lot better on the API. So we're going to talk about both. We're going to start with DokkanInfo.com. So what you're looking at here, this is the homepage for the global version, which is why it shows the most recent cards. This is all, by the way, developed all by one person. So shout out to Harry Turney on Twitter. That dude is a beast, and he develops and runs this entire site with relative, I'm not going to say ease, I don't know, but with great high quality stuff. So big shout out to him. So what you're looking at here is the global homepage. What you want to be doing here is, if you're trying to look up the 7-year anniversary LRs, they obviously haven't released on global yet. So you're going to have to click on the top right here, click on user settings, and then under language settings, mine is set to global English. You would want to switch it to not Japan Japanese, not global French, but Japan English. So you click on that. That's it. It doesn't take you anywhere. And then you simply just go back to one of these options at the top. If we go to news, it'll take us to the news section where it actually shows us the in-game news announcements. And if your browser is set, it will automatically translate for you. If we click on banner, it will show all of the banners that are active as well. If we click on cards, you'd have to then click on the subsection cards, categories, link, schedule, so on and so forth. So what we're looking for here is the link tool option. We want to find the best way to find which units link best with our units. So we're going to be clicking on tools on the far right, and we're going to click on link tool. So we click on link tool right here. This shows all of the most recent units on JP. Since we are looking for Super Saiyan 4, we're going to have to type in Super Saiyan 4. Now, one thing to keep in mind, folks, you cannot type SSJ4 and expect to find anything. You're not going to find it. See, nothing shows up. So what you have to do is you actually have to type in Super Saiyan 4 if you want to narrow down the parameters a little bit. If you don't want to do that and you just want to do Goku Vegeta, you could just do Goku. It'll show all the Goku and Vegeta units in there. It all depends on how you want to kind of key phrase it. So we're going to do Super Saiyan 4 in full letters and numbers. And this is what we've got here, right? So we're going to click on the 7-year anniversary LR, the LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta. So if you scroll down a little bit, it shows their links at level 1 and their links at level 10. And then immediately under that, it shows the units that share the most amount of links with this unit. Of course, the transformed version of the very same unit is the best because their name changes, but they have all the same links. So this is obviously going to be the best one. But realistically speaking, this is probably not going to be the case for you. So you would probably want to look a little bit further down the list. You got Super Saiyan 4 LR Goku, Super Saiyan 4 TUR Goku, the Vegeta drops down to 5 links, and so on and so forth. And as you can see, we've got a ton of different options here to choose from. You would then click on one of these characters to see which links are actually catalyzed. The ones that are bold are the ones that actually get triggered at both the level 1 and the level 10, and the ones that are not simply don't apply. So this is the way that you can check out which units are actually going to be linking better with the unit. Overall, you'd want to be staying around the 4 to 5, maybe 6 links range in terms of synergy for this particular unit. But in general, it all depends on your own preference, right? If you care about having every single link activated, then you would look higher up on the list. If there are certain crucial links that you care about, you would have to click around and see which links actually trigger on some of these characters. So that is how you utilize DokkanInfo.com. And then of course, on the global side of DokkanInfo.com, you can do the exact same thing. So we're going to switch back now to the global side. So global English, right? And now we go back to the global homepage, right? Now we click on the link tool. It shows a completely different set of characters. So if I were to type in Super Saiyan 4 Goku, we're not going to find the Super Saiyan 4 LR because it's not here. Yep, see that? I mean, the Super Saiyan 4 LR is here, but the 7-year anniversary LR is not because it's not here yet. So you could then look for units that, you know, synergize amongst themselves here if you want, but this is basically how you use DokkanInfo.com. Now, what I like about this is that you have immediate access to the JP side of the game too. You can see what links or units link well with JP units. That way you can prepare in advance to link level a particular unit so that they can synergize well with the new unit that you summon. However, the problem with DokkanInfo.com is that unfortunately it does not show anything more than just what it showed there. It shows the links that are available. It doesn't allow you to filter your search results any further than simply searching the character. You have to do the due diligence yourself and actually find which characters have certain links in common that you're actually looking for. And that leads into the Dokkan API. Now, this is a global exclusive thing, but it is so focused and a lot better that it actually allows you to, in a much better way, actually find the units that you're looking for. Let's just say, for example, we are looking at Ginyu, right? The Ginyu Dokkan Festival unit. First of all, what's great is that it shows the full passive and leader skill right here. It doesn't show the active skill condition or the active skill itself, which is unfortunate. So, you know, if they were going to go for all of this and show all this, why couldn't they also include that? They didn't. But then it also shows the links at level 1 and level 10 with this nice little tab feature. But what I like about this in particular is that while it shows you which units it has the most common links from, it then allows you to further customize your search results. You can filter it by typing. You can filter it by class filter. You can filter it by the categories or even the links. This is the biggest and best part of this whole thing. Let's just bring in cell. Let's find a cell. So if we were to type in cell, it's going to show all the different cell units that are available in global Dokkan. So we're going to click on int perfect cell, right? Because this guy has the big bad boss's link. If you are looking for all units among the list here that has the big bad boss's link, this is actually a pretty obvious one to eyeball if you're a veteran. But if you're trying to find the big bad boss's link amongst all these characters, you simply click on big bad bosses. It filters your results down to this much, a substantial change from before. Whereas if you're trying to do this on the DokkanInfo.com website, you will unfortunately not be able to do this because you will not be able to sift. I tried to combine like 5 different words. I'm not even going to say what they were. You're going to try to sift through all of your search results and find the big bad bosses link. Let's just say, for example, you're going to click on the LR Meta Cooler. LR Meta Cooler has big bad bosses, right? If you're a veteran experienced player, you can probably eyeball which units have the big bad bosses link. But if you're not, you're probably going to struggle. Let's just say you want to use, I don't know. Let's just say you want to use Goku Piccolo. Does Goku Piccolo have the big bad bosses link? No, he doesn't. You're not going to find that out until you click on it. There is no way to sift through the search results to find exclusively big bad bosses. So both websites have their pros and cons. Both are absolutely useful. In my opinion, as a global player, I utilize the JP link tool here on the DokkanInfo.com website whenever I'm trying to farm links ahead of time for particular units. So for the Super Saiyan 4s, I have already been taking a lot of time to work on link leveling these units, right? Because all of the units that have 7, 6, 5, 4 links in common, I have been working on every single one of them, and I'm making sure that all of their links are at maximum so that I can get the absolute most out of the entire team building experience when I bring those Super Saiyan 4s and I pair them up with whatever unit I want to bring. The only one that I will admit, the only one that I haven't worked on is this S tier Super Saiyan 3, but I'll get to it. But as you work down the list, you just see a whole bunch of other options for you that you can run. And then same goes for the God Saiyans. Now, another thing that's unfortunate about Dokkan Info is that you can't jump from one character to the next. You're going to have to scroll all the way to the top and then type in that new unit and find it. So let's see, Super Saiyan God. And now it shows the 7-year God Saiyan LR. So now we scroll all the way down here, we find it, and then we go through all the different units that link well with the unit. Oh, Ultra Instinct. Okay, let's go. But on Dokkan or on the Dokkan API, what's great about this is, let's just say, for example, the best link buddy for Perfect Cell is going to be Rose for you, right? Rose is great, but now you want to fill out the rest of the team. What other units link well with the Rose? Well, I'm glad you asked. All you got to do is click this button right here, and then it completely changes the website as if you are now looking up Rose instead of Cell. And now it transitions your entire search options in favor of the Rose. So in my opinion, Dokkan API is the much more comprehensive and a lot more feature heavy website and resource for global players. But JP is obviously an important component of Dokkan. So if you want to actually scout ahead, you're going to have to utilize DokkanInfo.com for the time being. And what's great about this is you can simply just eyeball it. Like when you see the units that link well with the unit, physical LR, Goku, Blue, Vegeta, Royal Blue, right? Work on those units links. If you see, oh, AGL Goku Blue right here, this is a Realm of Gods category support. Maybe work on link leveling him, or perhaps even easying the unit. There are other functions than simply just finding units that link well. You can also find units that have benefits through their EZAs. You're just gonna have to kind of memorize it on the Dokkan Info side and then look it up either on the Dokkan Wiki or on the Dokkan API. So hopefully this little tutorial helped you guys out in utilizing these great options, these great features. If you're wondering how I'm able to put together these different teams for showcases, it is all thanks to these two beautiful websites. So big shout out to the developers of the Dokkan API and DokkanInfo.com. Their links can be found in the description down below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments, have you guys ever used these resources before? If not, what is the first team that you're going to be looking at in terms of finding the optimal link buddies? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more dope content in the future and click the notification bell so that you let YouTube know you want to see more of my stuff. Do it. Thanks again. Stay tuned and always remember to link level responsibly.